Dad.
Hey, Tone.
What you watching?
Last night's game. I taped it while I was at rehearsal. I've avoided the newspaper. I didn't even turn on the car radio.
Good thinking. You don't want to know what happened, if you know what I mean. Because the way they blew it in overtime is really depressing. Gotcha.
Don't know about the future, that's anybody's guess. Ain't no good reason for getting all depressed. Fire up your pad and pencil, I give you a piece of my mind. In my opinion, nation, the sun is gonna surely shine. Stop all your fussing. Slap on a smile. Come out and walk in the sun for a while. Don't fight the feeling. You know you want to have a good time. And in my opinion, nation, the sun is gonna surely shine.
Dad, could I talk to you for a minute?
Sure, Joe. What's up?
Have you ever heard of Jiggles, that mud wrestling club?
No, and you can't go.
Oh, Dad, I hate this. I mean, you wouldn't let me go bungee jumping, and you wouldn't let me work as a cabin boy on a freighter to Brazil. Don't you think you're being a little unreasonable?
Joey, you're not going.
Oh, Dad, but I bet you let Anthony go when he was my age, and it's no different than those slumber parties you're always letting Blossom go to, except her friends keep all their clothes on and don't wrestle.
Joey, I know it may seem that I'm harder on you than your brother and sister, but that's because they're not always asking my permission to do astoundingly inappropriate things. Anthony is settled down, and Blossom is... Blossom, what are you doing?
Pretend I'm not here.
So, can I go, Dad?
No, you can't go.
Oh, but Dad...
No buts. The answer is no.
No, no, no. The answer's always no.
What are you doing?
I'm not here. I'm not here.
Are you here?
Yeah.
What's she doing?
She's examining the family gynecology. Genealogy. Now that makes a lot more sense. I'm going to record the history of our family on videotape. I'm going to look at family photos and old papers, too.
So why are you recording this?
I thought if you killed Joey, I could sell it to hard copy.
Well, what kind of things are you going to include?
Well, it's an oral history. What we remember about each other, family myths, you know, how we feel about each other.
I hate Dad. I used to think he was a great guy, but that was just a myth.
That's not what I meant, Joe.
Then what did you mean? Why are you doing this? I don't get it.
It helps to understand the past, Joey. For example, don't you ever wonder why Mom left? I mean, what really happened? Maybe I'll find a clue.
Just ask Dad.
Well, I've already asked Dad, but he only has part of the answer. See, I have part of the answer, Tony has part of the answer, and you have part of the answer.
What was the question again?
Hey, look, you guys, here's all your birth certificates.
Oh, wow. Let me see mine. Whoa, look how much my foot's grown. Hey, wait a second. They got my name wrong on this thing. It says B.B. Russo.
Let me see that. Huh. Wonder what that means.
We couldn't decide on a name. I wanted to call him Joey, and your mother wanted to call him Christopher. Plus, the lady in the next bed called her son Joey, and when we got around to the birth certificate, we still hadn't decided on a name, so they put BB, which stood for Baby Boy Russo.
How you doing, baby boy?
Shut up.
That's really wild.
What's wild?
Well, when you left the hospital, you didn't even have a name.
So what?
So the baby in the next bed was named Joey. Would have been real easy to have a mix-up.
Yeah, right.
I'm just saying it would explain a lot of things.
Like what?
Oh, like the fact that you don't look like the other kids in this family. Look at my face, Joey. Blossom and I both have the classic Russo nose. You've got this thing on your face that looks like it came out of the J. Crew catalog. And you're the only athlete. I don't know, it's probably nothing. You're certainly just as smart as the rest of us. See you around, baby boy. Make yourself at home.
Dad?
Shh. Go on.
It was partially your mother's idea. First time she held you, she said her skin is as soft as a peach blossom.
You mean I could have been named Peaches Russo?
Yeah, but I also like Blossom because I'd once worked with a singer named Blossom Dearie.
Dad? What about the baby in the next bed? The one named Joey?
Oh, that kid with the big nose. That's all I remember about him. I think their last name was Rossi, but the kid looked like Jimmy Durante.
Do you remember anything else about that family?
No, not really. Ask your grandfather. He talked with them a lot.
Oh, sure, I remember him. His name was Tito Rossi. He was a AAA ball player. Second base, just like you, Joe. His wife was a real looker. She had a perfect nose, just like you see in the catalogs. There were a couple of dim bulbs, though. When they asked her if she'd run to cesarean, she said, yeah, but no anchovies.
Maybe she didn't like anchovies.
Yeah, Joe.
I remember the day they brought you home from the hospital. You were so tiny, you had big ears, no hair, kind of like Ross Perot. Dad was so proud, he kept saying, that's my little girl, here's my little girl.
Hey, do you remember what they said when they brought me home?
No, I don't. Here's my little girl.
Ow! The window's open.
Sorry.
Joey?
Yeah, I'm coming up.
Thank you, God. Come in. Oh, Joey, this is so romantic. I mean, imagine you outside my window throwing gummy worms.
Yeah, I couldn't find any pebbles.
Pinch me.
Why? Do you think you're dreaming?
Nah, I'm just into the pinching thing.
Six, I have to talk to someone.
You can tell me anything, Joey.
Yeah, well, this may shock you, Six.
Joey, nothing you say will shock me. I mean, we are twin souls. We understand each other perfectly. Go ahead.
I think I was switched at birth.
What, are you nuts?
I may not even be me, Six. Maybe I'm Joey Rossi. And maybe the real Joey Russo is running around screwing up my life.
Does this by any chance involve our running away together? Because while you talk, I could be packing.
Six, haven't you ever wondered why no one in my family is as good looking as me?
Joey, no one in anyone's family is as good looking as you.
Yeah. But haven't you ever wondered why I'm the only athlete? And why I'm not a genius like Blossom? Why Anthony's nose is so much bigger than mine?
No, but I have always wondered if you sleep naked. No, but I have always wondered if you sleep naked.
You know, I have always felt like a dumb bozo in my family. But don't you see? I'm supposed to be a dumb bozo. I was the one who was right all along. And somewhere out there, there's a whole family of dumb bozos. And they act like me, and they think like me, and they talk like me. I have to find the Rossi family.
Who?
It's my real family, Six. See, I know their first and their last names. And I know what city they live in. But how am I ever going to get their phone number?
Dial 411?
You're a genius. Whoa. Hey, Tone.
Hey, you are just in time. I just put a frozen pizza in the oven. You can help me eat it.
No thanks. I don't want any. I'm not even sure if I like pizza.
And I can't eat 8 slices by myself.
So cut it into 4 slices.
Good thinking, baby boy.
Thanks, Tony. You've been like a brother to me.
All right, take your stance.
But I'm afraid I'll be struck again.
Stop being such a nancy boy. It's just a Nerf ball.
Yes, but that is high-density foam.
All right, here it comes.
Now may I go study, please?
No way. We'll make a jock out of you yet, kiddo. Hey, what do you say we go down to the batting cage for a little practice over a few chili cheese dogs, and after that, we'll check out the wet t-shirt contest at Jiggles.
The perfect dad. I'm sorry, Father, but I'm busy this evening.
Oh, you got a hot date, huh? Huh? Hey, you can tell your pop.
I'm working with my stamps. You know I'm a philatelist.
No, you're not. You just haven't met the right girl yet.
Hey, Chumster! Guess what happened at work today? This 18-year-old babe named Bambi with bodacious hooters was choking on a nutty buddy. So I drove her to the hospital as fast as I could, ringing the bell the whole way.
Did you give her the Heimlich maneuver?
No. I'm an ice cream man, not an ambulance driver. Gorgeous. So anyway, it turns out she's got a fabulous-looking sister, Lambie. And the best part is, we're double dating tonight. Whoa!
Please extend my apologies to Lambie. I suspect that I am not quite her type.
You're not listening to me, Joe. Bambi is built like a blow-up doll. Wait till you see the hooters on these girls.
Shh. Imagine what our sister would say if she heard you.
Who? Peaches?
What's wrong, Peaches?
Daddy, I broke a nail. Do you have any idea how long this is going to take to grow back?
Peaches, they're press-ons.
So?
Don't worry about it. You look beautiful.
Really?
You could use a little more, lipstick.
Good thinking. I got my little bitty makeup piece right here. What color, Daddy? Hot red, cold red, cherry red, berry red, light red, light red.
Peaches, looks are irrelevant. You don't want people to like you because you're good looking, do you?
Why else would they like me?
Lots of reasons. For example, what's the first thing you notice when you meet a boy?
His buns.
What's the second thing you notice?
His buns. I check them out one at a time. Whoa!
What about his brain, Peaches?
Oh, sure. I don't mind if he's smart. As long as he's got primo buns. Now, where was I? Deep red, shallow red, Madonna red, Janet Jackson red, Michael Jackson red.
Look, Joey, it's Bambi and Lambie. Bambi and Lambie, this is Joey.
Hi, Joey.
Hello, ladies. This is not going to work.
Give me one good reason why it won't, Joe. And then I'll give you 4 good reasons why it will.
Because I'm in love with the girl next door.
Yeah, Princess Dweeba.
All set for the Save the Earthworms rally, ma chérie?
Yes, my little gummy annelid.
You know, I always hoped my youngest son would be more like me. Good-looking, ladies' man, real cool clothes. But I guess that's just a fantasy. Yeah, I guess that Joey doesn't exist.
Dad, I do exist. I'm the real Joey Rossi. I'm cool. I'm dumb. And I got Bambi and Lambie's phone number. I'm Joey Rossi. I got Bambi and Lambie's phone number. I'm Joey Rossi. I'm Joey Rossi.
I was playing backup at a gig at a senior citizen center in San Jose during flu season, and the rec room smelled of Lysol and Vicks VapoRub, and I was feeling pretty sorry for myself, thinking I'd be trading riffs with the Rolling Stones if I hadn't gotten married so young. And suddenly I look up, and you're all standing there, smiling. Your mom had piled you into the station wagon and driven 7 hours just to surprise me. As if she knew. You remember what we were playing? My Girl. I guess you say what can make me feel this way, my girl, talking about my girl. Remember? We all started dancing, you and Joey, Anthony and your mom?
The worst memory I have? Probably the night Mom and Dad told me they were splitting up. Yeah, definitely. Blew my mind.
The day Mom and Dad broke up. I couldn't believe it.
The day your mom left. That was the worst.
The day your mom married your father.
I don't know, maybe it was my fault. You know, 'cause I was using.
I was lousy in school, and I bugged her all the time. Maybe I just wasn't the son she wanted. Maybe I wasn't her son at all. Forget it. I can't explain.
I'm a member of this family, too, so I'm going to interview me now on this mom leaving subject. Well, what happened was she took me to my favorite place for lunch, Rosetti's. I ordered lasagna. I love lasagna. She told me that she loved me, but she had to go away, and someday maybe she'd explain why. And I just kept thinking to myself, maybe if I think of just the right thing to say now, she won't leave. But I couldn't think of one single thing to say. Nothing. Sometimes I pretend we're back at Rosetti's again, and I go through in my mind all the different things I would say this time, and then she stays. I don't like lasagna anymore. Well, what do you think?
It's nice, Blossom. It's a little depressing.
Yeah, but it's real. It's the honest emotions of the people in our family.
Speaking of our family, there's something I have to tell all of you guys. I was switched at birth. I'm not your real brother.
That's nice. Good night, Dad. Good night, Tony.
Good night, sweetie.
Wait! I've got all the evidence.
Swell. Good night, Joe.
What evidence, Joey?
Okay, first of all, the birth certificate. B.B. Russo. The tiny footprint. I don't look like any of you. You're all smart, and I'm stupid.
Can't argue with that.
I'm telling you it's true, Tony. I believe you.
Good night, Dad.
Good night, Tone.
Good night, Joe. Whoever you are.
So you're not, like, freaking out about this?
No, Joe, and I'll tell you why. I was there when you were born, I was there when you were in the nursery, and I took you home myself.
Yeah, but how do you know you didn't take the kid from the next bed home? Joey Rossi.
Well, for one thing, Joey Rossi was Chinese.
Anything else?
You see, Joe, his father was Italian, but his mother was Chinese. And he looked exactly like his mother. You're definitely my son, Joe.
Yeah?
Yeah. Look in the mirror. We have the same color eyes, same color hair.
Yeah, we both have earrings.
Exactly. Now, to prove to you that I'm your father beyond any reasonable doubt, absolute, concrete, irrefutable proof, do you know how you're going to get upstairs?
A piggyback ride.
Hop on, cowboy.
So, that's it for now. The state of the Russos' message for this year. I'll update this thing every once in a while, or when something memorable happens. Like when I finally meet Mel Gibson and he leaves his wife and kids to run off with me. You know what'd be really cool? if, like, Mel Gibson and I are stranded on some tropical island somewhere, right? Just the two of us, so the age difference doesn't matter, okay? And there's, like, plenty of food and water, and Mel builds us this really cool house with, like, a thatched roof and banana trees and stuff. And we've lost all our clothes in a storm, so we're both, like, totally naked all the time. And we discover completely by accident that we're both sex addicts. And all we do is have sex all day long for like 9 years or something till we're rescued and we're on the cover of People magazine all naked and it says like, Blossom and Mel, we lived on love. The true story of 9 years on Sex Island. I'm erasing this.